The best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got it.
Catch in the middle, it's Foster. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to throw. It's Orlando. Using his legs to buy some time. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
There are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long, no problem. I got this in the first half.
Off the RPO, complete. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Orlando. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
works on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Scrambling away. Puts it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. There he goes. The 20. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, it's Orlando. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now. The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. Past the 50, the 40, past the 20. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. Turning it on! Quick step and go! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Canes want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. The 40. At the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defense and 2-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Orlando. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense is so well coached. Everybody understanding their assignments, especially in coverage. There was a guy designed to take the running back out of the flat. He was able to get him down right away.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He's looking to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dances away. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's McCarthy. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely center cut. That gets them back to within 10. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individually.
Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's McCarthy. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. The 50. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The give out of the gun. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. They want that clock to run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Quarterback sneak, looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it into the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
3:25.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's McCarthy. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all